Hey, welcome back. No warm up today because the storyline just escalated to a completely different level and there is a lot to break down. Matt Clark has officially crossed a line that there is no coming back from, and the question now is not whether he gets stopped, it's how, and more importantly, who pays the price when it happens. Let's get into it. So Matt's plan this week goes full supervillain. He lures Sharon, Noah, Adam, and Nick into an abandoned garage and waits until all four of them are inside before triggering an explosion. Not a threat, not a warning, an actual explosion designed to kill all of them at once. Now, based on spoilers and just the logic of the show, the Newmans survive and we do see Adam later in Vegas hotel, which confirms he made it out. But the fact that Matt went that far tells you everything about where his head is right now. He is not trying to scare anyone anymore. He wants them gone. Which brings us to Sienna, because her arc this week is honestly the most interesting part of all of this. She has been in a complicated position for a while, but something shifts here. She knows the Newmans previously helped her. She knows she is married to a man who just tried to blow up 4 people, and that combination of guilt and gratitude pushes her into action. She confronts Matt directly and tries to offer him a deal. Come back to me, let the Newmans go, and we move on. It is a desperate move, but it is also calculated because Sienna is smarter than Matt gives her credit for. Matt refuses. His reasoning? He believes she betrayed him with Noah, and in his mind that closes the door on any kind of reconciliation. So even though Sienna keeps working him emotionally, keeps pulling at whatever feelings he might have. Keeps pulling at whatever feelings he might still have for her, he goes ahead with the explosion anyway. She could not stop it in time, and now she has to live with that. The Newmans come home and survive, but the drama does not end there because Sharon starts questioning Sienna's loyalty. She's picking up on something, like maybe Sienna knew more than she let on, or made some kind of arrangement with Matt behind the scenes. And Sharon is not wrong to be suspicious, but here's the thing. If Sienna didn't make a quiet deal with Matt, it is almost certainly not to protect him. It is to get close enough to destroy him. Because everything about where this story is heading points to one thing. Sienna is not sticking around long term. The show is dropping hints that a Noah and Audra reunion is being set up down the line, and the only clean way to get there is to close the Sienna chapter in a way that feels earned. And in soap world, earned usually means sacrifice. So now does this end for Matt? There are a few directions the show could take this. The most poetic one is an explosion trap where Sienna pretends to help Matt plan another bombing but triggers it herself, taking him out the same way he tried to take out the Newmans. There is also a gun confrontation scenario where Matt attacks directly. Sienna steps in front of Noah, takes the shot, and fights back before she goes down. Or a car crash where she gets into his car one more time and deliberately drives them both off a bridge or a cliff. No hesitation, no survivors. The one that honestly feels the most fitting given this whole storyline is the fentanyl angle. Matt used drugs as a weapon against Nick. Sienna turning that same method back on him, dosing him with his own poison, would be a full circle moment. The twist being that Matt realizes what she had done before he goes under and manages to take her with him in one final violent struggle. Mutual destruction, both of them gone, and the Newman family finally free of this nightmare. If Sienna dies taking Matt down, the emotional fallout is going to be significant. Noah loses someone he genuinely cared about. The family gets the peace they have been fighting for. And Sienna, who came into the story as a complicated and morally gray character, leaves it as someone who chose the right thing when it mattered most. That is not a small thing, and the show will treat it with weight. The bigger picture here is that the show is clearly in cleanup mode with this villain arc. Matt has served his purpose, the damage has been done, And now the story needs resolution. Sienna is the most logical person to deliver it because she has the motive, the axis, and the emotional stakes to make it hit properly. When it comes, it is going to be one of the more memorable endings this storyline could have. That is everything for today, and honestly, this Matt and Sienna arc has been wild from start to finish. Thank you so much for watching all the way through. It really does mean everything to the channel. If you are not subscribed yet, please do it now because we cover all of this every week, fast and straight to the point. Hit the like button and drop a comment telling me how you think Sienna finally takes Matt down because I genuinely want to know which ending you think the show is going with. See you in the next one.